Let's do a Q&A for the end of the year. Now, am I doing a Q&A because I truly wanted to answer your questions, or is it because I ran out of ideas for videos to make? We'll never know. Now, excuse me, before we begin, I just wanted to take this out of the way. Oh, it's so heavy and it's so big. Like, I'm sorry, this is on your way. Like, I'll be on my way, sorry. If you didn't know already, I hit 1 million subscribers sometime in the past couple of months, and I just wanted to say thank you. And some even better news, and even more exciting for you, is that I'm going on tour. At first, it's gonna be only the west coast of the United States. It's gonna be in April 2022. So please get yourself some tickets if you can come, of course. I'll see you there. Addie and Lauren are also gonna be in the tour. So yes. Now let's get to your questions. What's today's sponsor? Well, I'll tell you what's today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, also known as the only fucking brand that sponsors my channel, which I'm really grateful for. Raid is a great game to have on your phone or on your PC. It's absolutely free to download and to play, and it's a really cool game to play while you're fucking bored. So you can use my links in the description or the QR code on the screen to download Raid for free, and you will get yourself a bunch of rewards that I'll tell you in a little bit. But first, I need to tell you about Raid's new boss, which is this crazy creature with 6 heads, and each of the heads has its own personality and attributes, and I need to tell you in a way that you'll remember. Head number 1 is the head of Blight, and it's all about poison and toxins, so think about your toxic relationship with your ex. Head number 2 is the head of Torment, and it's all about applying true fear on you. So it's literally like, boo. Head number 3 is the head of Mischief, and while I was reading the script, I totally misread it, and I read, it loves your butts and it wants them all for itself. So that's what I'm going with. Head number 4 is the head of Wrath. So it has some anger issues and it needs to go to therapy. Head number 5 is the head of Decay, and it's all about tearing you down and building up its allies. So think about COVID inside of your body, tearing down your defenses and multiplying its health. And finally, head number 6 is the head of Suffering, which I feel like I've been fighting ever since my mom passed away, and that's all I have to say about that. What I've been loving about Raid recently is going on suicide missions against bosses that I'm clearly not well equipped to fight. So I lose every time, but it's so much fun. This month in Raid, we have this really cool new champion called Simple. And all you have to do to get him on your team, and you should, is log in for 7 days between today and January 28th, 2022. And he will magically appear on your team. So don't be lazy, do it. On top of that, it's not only Christmas in real life, it's also Christmas in Raid's world. So they have special new champions and tournaments for the season. So you can use my links in the description or the QR code on the screen to download Raid for free, support my channel, and in exchange for that, you're gonna get this amazing new champion, plus all of these rewards, which will be available in your inbox for 30 days. Thank you, Raid, for sponsoring this video. First question from Joe from Halo Scene. Hi. Would you rather be a great pianist but suck live, or the best tambourinist and absolutely slay on stage? When I first read this question, I thought it was gonna be like super obvious, like of course I want to be the best tambourine player and slay on stage. But then I was thinking, what if I am the best pianist in the studio? I don't have to play live. Like, playing live doesn't mean that I have to be on a stage in front of people. Can I absolutely slay on the piano in a studio? Or can I just make YouTube videos where I play the piano? I think I would much rather play the piano alone, like no one else could, than play the tambourine live and fucking slay. Next question from our friends Bottom Line Podcast. Subscribe to them if you haven't already. If you could only listen to one band/artist for the rest of your life, who would it be? Now, I think this is sort of a pointless question just because it depends very much on the day. Now, today is December 8th, and because you asked me this today, I would have to say Korn, because I haven't been able to do anything else with my life other than listen to their latest single. Start the Healing is one of their best songs ever. What was, for you, the most difficult song to cover? It took me a while to decide which one was the most difficult because I covered a lot of difficult songs. Not even because the song itself is difficult to sing, it's just because it wasn't made for my specific type of voice. But this one, I thought it was interesting because when I sat down to record My Immortal, man, was it difficult. Especially that very last high note towards the end. I cannot tell you how many takes I did of that. And even though, like, I don't think I nailed it. How do you access head voice? Like this. Listen to me. You tap on your chest a couple of times. And then you go. Like this. Hi. Who is your favorite black metal band if you have one? I don't listen to black metal at all. When I was younger, I was very much into Dimmu Borgir. How do you say the name? You know the band. Fuck you. Like they have this one song. Who are you closest with? Addie, LaRuin, or Adura? I would have to say I am closest with Lauren and Addie just because we work together way more often than I work with Audra, but me and Audra we're buddies, so we're cool. My mom passed away this past January. What is your advice for coping? First of all, I am so sorry for your loss. I absolutely know how you feel. You know how people say that coping is, the grieving process is different for everyone, and it absolutely is. I can tell you what worked for me, like the small things that made life bearable. During the first year, the worst time of my life. Like I'll tell you some small things that I did to keep on living. I binged the hell out of Friends. I love the show. I binged the hell out of Rick and Morty. Those are the two shows that help me take my mind off things. Rick and Morty especially, I think, because it's one of those shows that it's lighthearted enough to make you kind of escape reality, but it also acknowledges the very dark parts of life and existence, and I like that a lot. Another thing that I did, I read, it's gonna sound a little bit random, I read Anthony Kiedis' biography twice. It's a book called Scar Tissue. It's an amazing book. And I didn't read it, I listened to the audiobook. And something about the narrator's voice, it's so soothing to me. And it's such a heartwarming story that it really helped me. Another really random thing that I did during my grieving process after my mom passed away. It's gonna sound really random and weird, but hold on. Since I was a teenager, I am a Jackass fan, and I watched all of their movies and stuff, but especially after my mom passed away and I was dealing for the first time with depression, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, suicidal thoughts, I found myself gravitating towards Steve-O a lot because he has a very interesting background story with his family and all. For some reason, I found so soothing seeing him doing all of those crazy stunts on purpose. And then I thought to myself, if Steve-O is doing all of these things on purpose and he survives every time, whatever is happening to me is not gonna kill me and is gonna be over soon and it's gonna be okay. I read somewhere that you are Brazilian. Is it true? Sim. Sou brasileira. Não sei porque até hoje as pessoas não sabem, nem acreditam que eu sou brasileira. Já falei em vários vídeos, tem vários clipes de eu falando português. Sou brasileira. Are you working on your own songs still other than your amazing covers? Yes, I am. Oh my god, it hasn't been even that long that I've been working on my next original album, but it's been the most fun I've ever had. The producer that's gonna work on my original album is sitting in the living room right now. Do you have a favorite stand-up comedian? I am obsessed with Louis C.K. Absolutely obsessed. I watched his specials countless times. I know his jokes by heart. I love when he tells jokes about being a dad. I can't even tell you how much I love his stand-up comedy. Por que você não toca no Brasil? Eu não toco em nenhum lugar, na verdade, que não seja na internet. Mas ano que vem, talvez. Do you have any weird deal breakers for a relationship? I have many, but I can only think of a couple right now. First of all, if you text me and you abbreviate most of your words, stop. I'm not gonna have sex with you. Whenever people abbreviate most of their words, it makes me feel like I'm texting with a 12-year-old boy, and I don't like that. Another thing with texting that annoys me to my core in relationships is whenever guys send like this. Stop. Use your words. I hate this. What is the lowest and the highest notes you can sing? We can test this out right now in my piano. But just so you know, I haven't warmed up today at all, and it's 10 p.m. So my voice is gonna be shot. Let's go with a C. And the highest. Okay, another C. That's fine. That's good enough. How did you meet the crew from the Glory Box video? Are they paid to participate or it's like a collab? So I met all of the guys from the Glory Box video through my producer. I've known my producer for God knows how many years. And we have recently reconnected because of the pandemic. We're both musicians and we decided to like do some stuff together. And we really hit it off, and now we're working together. And to start off, we decided to do a couple of covers together to see how we work. And for the Glory Box video, those were all of his friends who are amazing musicians. Some of them play with him in separate bands and all, but they are my friends, and they're also paid. What's your favorite TV series? I have to say, Rick and Morty. God, I love the show. Even though, to be completely honest, the last season sucked, and I know, but I'm obsessed with the show. This is my set of keys. Look who it is. Will you act out the All the Things She Said video with Addie while on tour? I don't think I've ever received so many thirsty comments than when we did the All the Things She Said cover, because people were really, really excited about the idea of me and Addie making out in a video. I'll tell you this though, if she comes at me and she kisses me, I won't stop her, but I won't initiate either. Would you do long distance relationships? I had 2 long distance relationships. One of them lasted for how many years? 2.5 years? And the other one lasted only for like 9-10 months. Never doing that again, ever. It's not worth it. Who is the most fun to collaborate with between Cole, Audra, Addie, and Lauren? It's kind of hard to pick because I'm friends with all of them and they're awesome and super talented, and it's super, super fun to collaborate with them every time. But just for the sake of giving you an answer, I would have to say Addie from Halo Scene, just because every time we collaborate, I come to them, Addie and Brad, with an idea for a cover. It goes like this. Hey guys, would you like to cover? Yes. But I haven't even told you what song it is. Yes. It's like that. Like, they're super down for anything. Like, they're super down to do anything with me. Anything, at any time, anyhow. When and what was your first introduction to metal? Now, I think I was either 12 or 13. A friend of mine introduced me to Halloween and power metal in general. I liked it a lot. I was kind of obsessed with Halloween for a little bit. But then I remember specifically, I was on YouTube watching a couple of videos, and randomly this Marilyn Manson music video was recommended to me. I'm pretty sure it was The Nobodies. I can absolutely say it changed my life forever, because it was one of those moments that I kind of felt like I found my kind of music, because up to that point it felt like I was listening to whatever other people were listening to, you know? But that was the first time that I felt like, okay, this is who I am. This is real, this is me. What's the worst dinner you had and where was it? I absolutely love how random this question is. I was filming. It was the day I was filming the collabs I did with Addie and Lauren for My Chemical Romance. My boyfriend and I, we we really wanted to go out for dinner. I finished recording and I was so ungodly tired and I had a massive headache. I told him, like, can we please order and stay in? It was a new restaurant and we've never tried it before. But when it got to us, it was tiny. I'm like, it's not possible that all of those things I ordered amounted to this. We quickly realized that the order was wrong, and it was so late already that the restaurant was closed and the app wasn't replying to me so it could help us. So we decided, you know what, fuck it, let's just eat and go to bed. Let me tell you that I've never ever ate something that spicy before. It was just pure pain and misery and more pain. I was crying and my nose was running. It was horrible. Like, I had one piece of chicken and I said, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna die. So he spent like 20 minutes washing off the sauce from each piece of chicken so I could eat. Even like that, it was too spicy for me. So that was the worst dinner of my life, I think. Are you thinking of doing concerts in the future? I'm going on tour. I'm going on tour. Have I told you that I'm going on tour? Does your mom need a son-in-law? My mother doesn't need anything. She's dead. In the music industry, what do you consider to be more important? Talent or discipline? 100% discipline. You know why? Because I cannot tell you how many times I've seen crazy talented people who cannot for their lives do something useful with it. You know, and I don't mean like useful, but they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to take their talent and turn it into a career or even a product that other people can enjoy. And that's so sad. Most people in the music industry are more disciplined than talented. If you're at least disciplined, you can be extremely professional and competent. If you just work hard at one thing, you might not even be the best at something, but you can be extremely good at something and you can build yourself a pretty good career. Do you feel overly sexualized by people on social media? You know what? I have to say, not really. Like, I know it's pretty common for girls to talk about being overly sexualized if they are on social media. And I know I put myself out there a lot, but I find I'm pretty good at recognizing that whatever sexual comments that I get are a very tiny minority of the overwhelming polite and nice comments that I get. And you know what? I feel like I am in control of my image. I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but I feel like, let's say, the types of comments that I get are directly related to the kind of way that I present myself. Let's say I take a picture that is supposed to be really sexy, seductive, let's say, then I'll get more comments that are sexualizing me, because in a way I am sexualizing myself and I don't see a problem in that. But sometimes I'm just wearing, I don't know, sweatpants and a baggy t-shirt, and then I won't get those comments as much. So I feel like I am in control. I don't see a problem with people sexualizing me. If you think I'm pretty, if you want to fuck me, and you really want to let me know, it doesn't matter. Do whatever the fuck you want. What is your favorite tattoo and why did you get it? This is my favorite tattoo. It's a reference to the original Blade Runner movie. It's the ad that you see on the spaceships flying around the city, letting people know that they can leave Earth for a better life. Blade Runner is one of my favorite movies of all time. If it's not my favorite movie of all time, it's definitely in the top 5. What is your favorite guitar solo? I love this question. People never ask me questions about guitar because, of course, I don't play guitar and I'm a singer. So it surprised me because I knew the answer to this question immediately. It's the solo that's in Meg Myers' song Desire. God damn it, that guitar solo is so good. You want to give me your contact? I mean, if you really want it. It's a really bad joke.